Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Avalon. It feels like it's been a very long time. Happy Pride to those of you who celebrate. I hope you're having a lovely day. I was just noticing, so Zara's helping me with my house. But I was I was just noticing how nice it was to be back and have things be normal a little bit.
Delightful. I've finally vacated your house.
My real life house, yes.
You can rest easy now.
It's not that you weren't a lovely house guest, because you were a lovely house guest, but just having like little normal routine things be different. Oh, I like this cliff.
Thank you.
This is actually looking very good. Yeah.
It's got it needs a little something, but it's coming along.
Plan for, I need to eat food. There we go. Plan for today. I was thinking, so we haven't showed chat what we're doing with the creeper farm. So
oh no, we haven't. That's exciting. We did this ages ago, actually.
We did this before you came to Canada, I think.
Yep.
We started it. So but I want to keep working away at that, and maybe actually get some proper walls in my house today. So
that would be, yes. Your house is coming along, I reckon.
It is. I'm gonna free cam for a sec just in case people haven't seen. So I got Zara to do my roof for me. And it's super cute. One of the things I told them, chat, is that I wanted this little vegetable garden to kind of blend in, and so they incorporated it onto the roof of my house, and I just love that there's carrots growing on my roof. And this azalea, it's very whimsical, and you had the idea of this azalea tree which has a hole in it. It does. You're gonna want to maybe place some leaves, but there's a hole in the leaves.
The hole?
Further out towards the edge. No, on the opposite side of the tree. No.
Just looks like a tree.
The long branchy end. I can't even say closer to me because I'm in free camp. Hang on.
Well, I can see where you are.
In free camp?
Well, no.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I can see relative to your Minecraft, dude.
So closer to this, the hole's like right here.
Oh, I can actually see that very well because I've got like.
Oh yeah, you have those fluffy leaves.
Yeah, I do quite like it. I think the leaves look nicer, fluffy.
Anyway, so this is my cute roof, and it has made such a big difference. I didn't even know how to get my house organized and looking house-like until I had a roof. But I think it'll be very cute. And it's gonna have like a little patio over here. And I still need to put in like stairs or something so I can get to the basement without going outside. But my interior of the basement is close to done. So it's also coming along. Save the flower.
The flower's fine. Not gonna die out.
Didn't want it to despawn.
It'd been there for like 5 seconds.
Still. I want to show chat what we're doing at the creeper farm.
Oh goodness, yes. Okay.
It took some convincing, but Zara actually agreed with me that this is a nice idea.
Well, I think there's still a little bit of convincing to do, because we currently have basically a lump, an arch, and maybe a quarter of another lump.
I mean, it isn't an actual wall yet, but it will be a wall. But the whole idea here, and this side is like just framed in, it's not even properly done yet. But the whole idea is that we're gonna have like, I'm gonna free cam this again. We're gonna have like this be kind of like a guard tower, and then we're gonna be replacing this so it actually looks more decent, but it'll have this bridge, and then it'll be like a wall that goes around the main part of the village, and when we eventually have a castle, yeah, it'll protect the village and maybe go around the castle too. I don't know if we quite decided. Oh, I've got that gunpowder in my inventory if you want it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I very much do want it, and I was also wondering, is there like a dedicated way into the creeper farm?
Not yet. That's a thing we need to build. That was a thing on my list for today. Here's that gunpowder. And I somehow have 9 sugarcane on me.
Oh. Sounds
Yeah.
like you've committed some sugarcane crimes.
Sugarcane crimes.
Yes.
Sugarcane grows back, so I'm not murdering
Crimes of the
sugarcane.
highest order. I don't know why do you hand me all the gunpowder as if you weren't capable of making rockets your own darn self?
Because you're the one who wanted the rockets.
Well, point taken.
I accidentally punched too low to the ground.
Sugarcane crimes.
Sugarcane crimes.
Yes.
Well, one of the things that I was wanting to do, do you need any of the, oh, thank you. Do you need any of the sugarcane? Or am I just
No.
putting it in for recycling? Okay.
Always recycling. Don't you love my amazing composter device that I created?
Yes, it's fabulous. Okay. Oh gosh, you gave me so many rockets.
I ordinarily carry like 4 stacks on me at a time.
Oh, okay. Well, my backpack's empty, so I can put them in there. My backpack's really empty. Where's half my stuff? Did I leave a bed somewhere?
This is why I have a bed box.
Usually, my stuff is very disorganized. What has happened?
Thought that was illegal.
Oh, I didn't get myself properly sorted after we went to, we did that camping episode where we went to go find a desert. And
That was a while ago.
it was. I've just kind of thrown my stuff, and then we hit the end right away. Or no, other order. And then... yeah. I'm just noticing, like, the things that I have... What are you? Oh, snow. Okay. Yeah, I have lots of really disorganized storage.
I fixed your cliff.
Hmm?
I fixed your cliff.
My cliff looks very nice.
Good. I'm glad.
I almost want, like, a little bit of coal or something in there.
Yeah, I was thinking it needs like texture or something.
Mm-hmm.
Not coal. I'd feel too tempted to mine coal, but I can provide texture.
Oh, that was the wrong pick.
What have you done?
Mined the coal, but I didn't want to. Do that. I'm going to put some coal in there, but you're not allowed to mine it.
I already put tough.
Tough? I mean, tough is pretty, but it's the... Oh, my brain's having trouble with that. The wrong level for tough. No, it's just the wrong level for tough.
It's decoration. I don't think tough is the way to go, really. Oh.
It's cute!
Okay.
Hi, Cyber!
Hello.
Oh, I'm glad. Okay, my chat is coming up on the screen. Good, good, good.
Oh, good.
I changed. So, sorry, well, it was actually your idea. But did I tell you that I started setting things? I started setting things up for. Oh, that doesn't work actually. I started setting things up for my Twitch stream stuff.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So what I was gonna say is that this chatbot that I have, Botrix, I had to figure out the settings to get my chatbot into Twitch. And because I was mucking around with settings, I wasn't sure if everything was still working for YouTube. My Twitch channel, just so chat knows, is gonna be where I do like my not Minecraft stuff, basically. Because I'm wanting to stream more like puzzle game type stuff a little bit. And anything that's not like, it's more PG-13. Not necessarily the family friendly stuff. And with other creators who have non-PG standards for their channels. I'll put it that way.
Degenerates.
They're not. They just have a different goal.
A different audience.
A different audience, a different vibe. This one is wrong.
What's so wrong about it?
I pathed it and it should not have been pathed.
Oh dear.
But I think that
Provide you with
that works.
stairs.
Yeah.
Probably wanna that maybe? I mean, this is your area of the path. You don't have to conform to my pathing standards. But I just thought that a path would be nice.
Mm-hmm. This works well. It was actually really frustrating and awkward to like pop up here instantly. So this works really well.
Now you have a path.
Now I have a path.
I feel as though this place needs trees. And
Yeah.
I feel as though this place needs cherry trees.
Oh. Yeah, I would be down for that.
It's kind of got like little bits of pink highlights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just, I reckon cherry's the way to go. But I don't know if we really have. Also, I want to make I don't want to use the cherry logs because I don't really like the cherry logs very much.
Because they're a funky color.
They are a funky color. They're pink, and I just think that spruce logs are a nicer color. Either spruce or dark oak.
So you're wanting to custom build some trees, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I don't really know how to make custom trees. It's not my forte.
I've never done it. So,
Well,
yeah.
well.
I know
Oh, you know
Havettel.
what I also really want?
Mm-hmm.
I want a decent hoe.
Mm.
Like a silk touch hoe.
Mm-hmm. I just splashed my Gatorade on my face.
No, why would you do that?
Why?
Yeah.
To show that I'm enjoying it.
Sure. All the Gatorade fans in your chat. I really appreciate your support.
No, I just because I've only just opened it. And I was taking a drink enthusiastically and I just kind of backsplashed a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm. You told me that you had an entire container of chocolate milk before stream.
I did.
Did you thoroughly enjoy it? Did you thoroughly enjoy it and backsplash the chocolate milk?
I didn't backsplash it due to thoroughly enjoying it. I backsplashed it when well, it wasn't really a backsplash, but there was an accident that occurred when I was opening the carton.
Oh no!
It was one of those ones where you have to like pull a bit of plastic thing out, and it's like, I don't know, glued into the opening.
Mm-hmm.
And last time I did it, the last time I bought and drank an entire carton of chocolate milk, it went fine. But this time, it betrayed me.
This time the milk disagreed. It did not want to be drank. Do you have lapis?
I was not a fan. I was actually in the process of collecting lapis.
You do not.
What do you need lapis for?
I need blue dye.
I do have lapis. I just took all of it out of my chest because I needed it.
I don't want to use the bachelor buttons because
the what?
The cornflowers.
Oh. You mean that name that you call them that no one else calls them?
Everybody.
That is not true.
Everybody who lives up here calls them bachelor buttons.
Yeah, and you're always going on about how few people live where you live.
But I'm not talking about just Northern Alberta. I'm talking about, like, Canada. Everybody knows them as bachelor buttons.
Yeah, well, your country has a pathetic population density.
Oh, you put lapis in my inventory.
I did.
I didn't even notice. Do you want me to put it back in your chest?
I mean, if you're done with it, sure.
I only need
valuable stuff.
I only need the one piece, so... Just trying to dye a bed.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got roses here, so I can... Oh, that was silly.
I'm getting lag, and it's unfortunate.
I'm hearing your voice be kind of laggy, which is weird.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I've just got bad internet.
That could be.
But unfortunately, I don't know how I would fix that.
Ah! I need one more piece of lapis.
Lol.
Okay.
At some point in life, I just picked up the habit of saying lol to every slightly unfortunate occurrence that befalls anyone in my presence. Probably one of the worst things I've ever picked up in my life.
Now I can make a bed. Oh, that was silly! I'm very silly. Chat, you should have told me off for it. I just dyed the individual pieces of wool instead of dyeing a bed.
Oh, goodness. Well, you could have dyed a sheep. Oh, we still haven't got one of those mega sheep farms.
We don't. This is true.
Because I don't actually know how to build one.
So which one are you thinking of? The one...
I think...
Because there's one where, like, you basically have one sheep and you just dye it whatever color. Oh, okay, that's fair, Cyber. I also forget that beds are dyeable, so that's my excuse. Oh, I forgot to put that dye away. Yeah, there's one where it's you basically have just one sheep or one sheep per color category, and then you dye the sheep depending on which color of wool you need.
Oh god, no. That's a no. I'm thinking of a cool sheep farm. I'm thinking of a sheep farm where you don't have to do manual labor in order to make it work halfway decent.
Oh, okay. So you want like one sheep of every color, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. The one I'm thinking of, I don't remember if it's a Cub fan design or if he just built it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you've got lots of different sheep in a 1x1 space,
Mm-hmm.
and every time they eat grass, the machine shifts the grass block out from underneath them and moves a new grass block in. So they just keep eating from the same block. So all the wool, it all ends up, it's all the different colours are in the same chest. But I just think that's neat. That just appeals to me on some unreasonable level.
Okay. Oh, this is where I put my camping bed. Duh. It's out by the tower.
Oh, the snow golem left the basement.
Oh.
I didn't know he knew how to do that.
Like he climbed the stairs?
Yeah, he's up the stairs.
He's up in the main area?
He's up. Oh, goodness, the basement is very chilly. Also, since when did our mending books cost 20 emeralds? I could have sworn they were cheaper than that.
We could infect and cure the villagers.
I don't want to do that.
I'm going to... Where would be the best place for an entrance to our creeper farm? I feel like on the back.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a tower. It's going to be a building, so there's no reason why it can't just have a door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think it necessarily has to be hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you could just build like a little entranceway, here and make it pretty and give it like a nice gable and things.
Making things pretty is your job, I think.
Ugh, why do I have to do all the things?
Because you're the one I'm still getting zombie flesh in here. Where am I?
Skill issue.
Just shut up. I could have sworn I fixed... There was an area that had no trapdoors, and I could have sworn that I fixed it. Did I not finish? I'm short of snow golems.
Did you not finish?
I may not have.
What did you not finish? Oh.
Why?
I said, what did you not finish?
What?
I didn't know what you were looking at.
Oh. I was looking inside to see if... I want to put a gate or something. To see if there was a reason that I was getting a bunch of zombie flesh. And noticed that I am missing some snow golems up on the second floor. Which is a problem.
Oh, that's pretty.
What's that?
I grew a cherry tree and it went across the river.
Oh, nice.
Kind of an awkward, gangly cherry tree. Hang on. Let's smoothen you out a bit. That's better.
Oh. Yeah, that's very pretty.
I was gonna just harvest the leaves, but
I've been wanting to change this river so that the golem dying doesn't just make fire where we can see it. I was thinking of putting like boulders or something here.
or just move the river. Because currently it really just doesn't work with your whole grand scheme that we've got here.
I think it needs to be a wider river.
Yes.
At least.
So is this path that goes through the whole village just gonna end up redundant?
Why?
Well, answer the question.
Why would it be redundant?
Because, I mean, if the river is gonna go through this entire archway, it's not like we're gonna be able to take the path unless you build a second bridge under the other bridge. Weird.
No, I was thinking like it would end here at like a shipping dock with like little small barges.
Oh. That's this isn't quite the terrain for that.
It needs to be a wider river. A deeper river.
Not like a river that goes like... It feels too high up for that. You'd want a shipping dock to be like right at sea level.
Yeah. Like there's a lot. I've been thinking that like all of this little cove here that we would dig it out this way because it almost does anyway. How about I not Bob? How about I actually swim?
How about that?
Like this almost connects anyhow, right?
Right, I see.
So I was thinking of digging this out and making it like a little inlet.
That would be quite a job.
It's a thing to do.
It is a thing.
Like I feel like it would work. And we don't need like full-size ships.
Yeah, I mean, even still, that bit where the path ends is like still up. The river is flowing downhill, as rivers generally do.
Yeah.
But this is like up.
Well, we would start like this would be the beginning of a stairway, and it would go down, 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 down the dock level.
Right. Okay. That. Yeah. Okay. I'll buy that a little more. You describe a lot of things, and you don't make a lot of things happen.
Yes, I'm an ideas person, not a getting things done person. That is my failing. I'm sorry. Oh, what am I?
Who's the getting things done person?
I can get some things done. I just don't make them pretty when I do. Oh, I like this tree too.
I keep growing cherry trees being like, I'm gonna chop this down and get the leaves, but then it's like, oh, it's pretty.
We might just have to be okay with purple tree trunks.
What does a cherry tree even look like in real life? Because I swear the wood isn't purple.
I don't have the kind of cherry tree that they're pretending to be, so I don't know. Did you see the cherry trees in my yard when you were here?
I did. I believe you showed me.
I have shears somewhere in my backpack.
I have a Efficiency 5 Silk Touch Hoe. So,
That's not gonna help me with pumpkins.
What? Oh, okay.
I appreciate the comparison, but...
Ah, if I grow another cherry tree on top of the cherry tree, then I'll never be tempted to keep it.
Oh, I see. You're just trying to give yourself an excuse to not keep it.
Yeah, I just wanted pink leaves. Oh, the fluffy... Of course it doesn't. The fluffy leaf texture pack doesn't work for cherry. Which of course it doesn't, is because I got that texture pack for a version before they added cherry trees.
Before cherries. That makes sense.
So really, I can't possibly be surprised. What you looking at?
I'm taking a drink and watching you work.
I see. I am a fascinating specimen.
Honestly, you are a fascinating specimen of a human. You do strange things.
Really?
I enjoy you drink an entire container of chocolate milk.
That's a very normal thing to do. Chocolate milk is delicious.
I'm not arguing that it's not delicious. I'm just saying it's unusual.
They sell it for 89p.
That's fine. They can do what they like. Most people don't drink an entire container of chocolate milk.
Well, maybe that's what's wrong with society.
Maybe that's what's wrong with society.
Maybe there would be fewer wars if people would just drink some chocolate milk.
Okay, let's go fix my snowman situation. And I should take some more trapdoors. See what's going on in there. I have in here. A couple there. Meow.
Meow.
Penelope and Felicity are talking to me. Oh, I can't really get up on the tower without flying now. That's okay.
I feel rather aimless.
Are you wanting to keep working on the tower this stream? That was my plan.
I reckon I probably should. I think that would be wise instead of just sort of running around collecting leaves. So what's next? I've sort of forgotten all of the discussion that we had regarding this tower. Ah!
I did. Well, I'm gonna have to come up and show you, I guess. Hang on. Do I have blocks? I only have the blocks that I fell off the roof. Okay. That's okay. I think you had been working on this archway.
Oh yes, that I had.
Which still, like, you can still do because the other side still needs doing.
Right, it's not symmetrical.
It's not completely done yet. I would like at some point to map out where the rest of the wall is gonna go. And I tried to make this like a 5 wide-ish. It's a weird diagonal. But this is meant to be like a 5 wide wall. So
which wall?
The one that is currently the bridge. Like this is going to be the width of the wall the whole way around the village, is what I was thinking.
Right. Yeah, you just do 5, so this is 5 blocks diagonal, you just do 5 blocks straight.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 blocks diagonal.
Is that? Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, I guess between the railings is 5 blocks at the widest. But no matter.
I don't have a design for how to do like the embattlements along the tower.
No, you're not.
I do not. So if you want to come up with a design for that.
Oh, do I?
If you want to.
Okay.
I think I've had zombies killing. I think I've had zombies killing the snow golems up here.
Well, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very. I was gonna make a joke, but I bailed out.
That. I think that fixes the issue. Okay, let's see if I can not die. I wish I had an ender pearl on me. Do I have pearls in my...
Just 1 ender pearl. That'll do ya.
Aha! I have pearls in my ender chest.
Do you know the physics of elytra flight?
Not very well.
That you can smash your face into the ground and it just won't hurt you?
I disagree that it doesn't hurt.
Well, it depends how high you're smashing your face from. Because do you want to know one of the biggest things that annoys me?
Hmm.
You need eyes on me. All eyes on me. Where are you?
I'm in a hole.
Oi!
I'm
Get out the hole.
I can't. I'm trying.
I'm trying to demonstrate how you can get out of the hole.
I'm being told. Ah! Hi. I was about to come up.
Right. Well, one of the biggest things that annoys me in Minecraft, or when I'm watching other people play Minecraft, is when they're in a little hole and they want to fly out of it. So they go and they do this, and then they fly, and then they do this big old loop like they're circling Heathrow, waiting for clearance to land on the runway. Yeah. That irritates me because you don't need to do that. All you need to do is that. It doesn't matter how fast you're going, you only take fall damage based on the amount of blocks that you travel. Whoops. So you're just, like, you're launching yourself but nosediving immediately? Yep, which means you can also do fun things like this, where you can do... Oh, that's very acrobatic. It's a very quick look up, rocket, look down again, reset your momentum, no fall damage. Elytras. Okay, in my defense, I'm an old Minecrafter. No. I'm well aware of it. I only learned how to fly like a year ago. No! Stop it. Aw. Would have been funny if it actually worked. Okay, so I'm gonna have to try that, but it sounds terrifying because it still makes the damage sound, and I hate that sound. Right. Well, you do have to, be relatively quick with it. Which... You need the reflexes. We both know I don't have reflexes. Well, you can gain the reflexes. I will try. For your sake. Thank you. After all, it is your reputation as a professional Minecraft gamer training me that is on the line. Yes. See, you need to do me proud. Feel like a parent vicariously living through you. Actually, no. The parents that live vicariously through their children aren't generally very successful, and I am.
Those three. I'm gonna close all of these so I don't fall in. We do not need a repeat of what happened last time.
Oh, that deadly peril that you found yourself in.
That's I kept falling in and I couldn't figure out what the problem was. Why? What have I done wrong here? I'm missing blocks.
Oh my god, I've got a... I've got a genius idea.
You have a genius idea.
I don't have free cam, but if you were to just come and look at this wall, and then I could just pause the stream, and then I'll know what the wall looks like.
Yeah, give me...
You could be like my free cam.
Give me half a second. I will be right there. Okay.
Good.
Where are you?
I'm standing looking at the wall.
Okay.
Where are you? Oh,
And you want me...
Oh, you can free cam. Yeah, just look at this thing. There we go. Perfect. It's a little bit blurry, but it'll do.
I can just stay in free cam. You just need to see...
Well, I'll need to see it for a little while, and your stream isn't going to be very interested in just staring at a wall.
Okay. I see.
That hasn't made good content.
Oh, you're using my free cam as like a screenshot.
Yeah.
To copy off of.
I guess I
it.
could just screenshot it and then put that screenshot on my other monitor.
You could. You do have
really
two monitors.
Overcomplicating this. Yeah.
That's
Alright, I wanted to be clever.
It's okay. We can't all be geniuses.
I've opened a screenshot.
Why? Oh, I'm missing buttons too.
I'm missing buttons?
Does Cobble not make buttons anymore?
No. It hasn't for about 10 years.
Shut up. Why don't we have a crafting bench over here?
I don't know.
That's very silly.
I'm not president of the Crafting Bench Association.
President. Irk. There we go. Meow.
Meow.
Well, one of the things I wanted to talk about was your experience. Oh, more trapdoors. Your experiences in Canada. Are you game to start that? That sounded like whine. Why are you whining?
I had to stretch.
Okay.
Yes, I would be delighted to talk about Canada.
Canada. Do you know, I had a friend who I went to college with, and she convinced a bunch of Americans who were at the college that it wasn't Canada, it was Canadiana.
Canadiana, oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Like Louisiana.
Yeah. And it made so much more sense to them.
I like that a lot.
Okay. So, I picked you up from the airport, and you were very sleepy.
I was.
You had
Barely
been...
remember it.
You had been awake for how
I remember it
long?
very well. About 24 hours.
About 24 hours?
I don't cope well with not having slept.
That's
Well, new
that's
parents
fair.
don't at me, but I don't deal with lack of sleep.
I don't either, although I end up just crying. I sob if I'm tired. For like no real reason.
Well,
Oh,
the
I'm
reason
missing...
being that you're tired.
Yeah. When I was a little kid, I would just cry. I was known for sobbing, I want to go to bed.
Oh.
And my mom's like, then go. Ah! I whacked myself on a tree.
Lol.
I tried a quick exit and it did not work. Okay, picked you up from the airport. You were very sleepy.
Years.
And then you got to see what North American cars are like.
I did. It was very weird. I wasn't really prepared for the fact that you drive on the wrong side of the road.
We had talked about it. Like, you knew that was a thing that would be happening.
Yeah, but it still was weird to look at.
What do you mean
This morning,
weird to look at?
you know how, like, you see something be a certain way for your entire life, and then
Mhm.
you go somewhere where it's just the complete opposite, and it's a bit weird.
More unsettling than expected.
Yeah, perhaps. Hang on, my brother's texting me. I need to reply, otherwise he'll be upset with me.
I have discovered where the zombies are spawning in. Let's do this. Okay. Then...
Oh, I nailed it. What the hell?
Nailed what?
I just placed like 2 blocks. I was like, oh my god, now the bridge is done.
Nice.
Not exactly it, but one half of it was.
So, I knew you were sleepy getting off your flight. I said, even before we got to the car, I'm like, okay, do you know which side of the car to get into?
It was a challenge. Because I don't do good with left and rights. As it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
You didn't hesitate very much, I noticed. Like...
it's because I remembered to think about it.
Hmm.
I think if I hadn't thought about it, I would have gone to the wrong side. I mean, sometimes I get in the wrong side of my own car. Which,
What?
I don't know. I just don't pay attention very much. And also, I've been a passenger in my own car many times because it used to be my brother's. So
that's fair. I guess
Yeah,
that's
it's
reasonable.
instinct or something.
Chat, don't let me forget to put that button back and the half slab back, because that's what's letting zombies in. Oh, there.
Someone pressing the heart button. Is that what makes the little heart button go?
Are we getting heart emojis across my stream?
I don't. It's not across your stream. It's just the little button in the YouTube chat.
I didn't see it.
I saw it.
Oh. I'm supposed to get emojis across my stream, across my camera feed, but I don't think it's working properly. I need to look at that code. Apparently, they do float across chat, though. That's fun.
Okay.
We're getting heart spams now.
Yay! It is a fun button. I do like that button.
It is a fun button.
Which needs a button like that.
Okay. First thing you did when you got to my house was very sleepily ask for a bit of a tour so that you wouldn't be entirely lost one morning.
Yes, I didn't like the idea of waking up in a house and just being like, where am I?
Mm-hmm. And I've mentioned this already, but my favorite thing that you did was when I was showing you around, I showed you the furnace room. And you walked up to the furnace and like poked it.
It was a fascinating bit of equipment.
It was very funny to me. I realized we didn't actually get a chance to... Hi, Manish. We didn't actually get a chance to talk you through how furnaces work here.
Oh no.
That was...
Did not.
Oh, that's the wrong spot. That was something we were going to do, is explain like furnaces and hot water heaters and that kind of stuff, because it's different for you.
Yes. Oh well.
That's all right. And you met Frisky, the famous gamer cat, who's not here this morning. She's sleeping downstairs, actually. So the next morning, do you want to talk about your analogy?
Oh yes, my analogy. So, I was kind of... I mean, obviously I'd never met Kel in real life before. This was sort of the first time we were existing in the same space. And I kind of... I'm a little bit of a, you know, anxious being of a person, you know? So I sort of woke up the first morning and was like, I'm in a weird place. It's just all a little bit strange. So I was basically messaging Kel on Discord, having like normal
Your mic
conversations. And
just cut out.
what?
Yeah. Normal conver. And then it cut out.
We were just having normal conversations on Discord. As though nothing had changed.
As though we weren't actually in person. Yeah.
Yeah, and I made the analogy that it was like when you bring a fish home from the pet shop. You have them in the little bag of water, and before you can, you know, you can't just dump the fish out of the bag into the bowl with all the other fish. You have to just sort of sit them in the bag, in the bowl, and they acclimate a little bit to the environment. So that was me. I was the fish in the bag being acclimated to my new environment.
It didn't take you as long to acclimate as I expected it. Honestly. No. You came upstairs fairly quickly. I thought it might take you like another hour yet. But I think it was only half an hour before you came up and joined me. And I made you have coffee.
You did. That was crazy.
You had not. So I think you said your mom drinks instant coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And that had been your only coffee experience, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What did you think?
Of the coffee that you
Of
made.
real coffee, yeah.
I did quite like it, but I will say, didn't like it enough to go out and buy a coffee machine.
You would not. I have not turned into a permanent coffee drinker.
No, like, I think if I did really need it to wake up in the morning, it would make sense. But I just don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it just doesn't. It doesn't feel like it physically does anything to me.
Yeah, you
So
seem
I'm
to be
just
immune
like,
to
what's the
caffeine
point?
somehow.
Bro, I'm just like, what the hell? That
Yeah.
seems unfair.
Any chance you can sleep for the sake of me having some light?
I got in the bed right when you said that.
Awesome. Wonderful. I figured out all of the problems with the creeper farm and I have fixed it.
Oh, well done.
Okay, so that was coffee stuff. We had a couple like full days back to back. And one of the things that was a full day was that I forgot a half slab. One of the things that we were doing was our in-person stream where we got to try a bunch of Canadian foods.
Oh, yes. That was fun.
One of the things we had done the day before was grocery shopping. That's what I should ask about. What did you think of our grocery store?
Oh, I thought it was cool. It was like weirdly familiar, unfamiliar.
Okay.
You know? Like, in the sense that I spend inordinate amounts of time in one specific supermarket. So, I feel like I get supermarkets pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like kind of like that, except in like a different key. It's like I can walk into pretty much any British supermarket and I'll recognize the things that are on the shelves because they all stock basically the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally anywhere. But walking into a Canadian supermarket, obviously they stock quite different things. So I was like, this is weird. It was strange. But I liked it. It was fun. Like, I don't know, I enjoy just looking at things, to be honest. I'm very easily pleased.
What is one of the oops. Okay, that was not a successful quick rocket exit. That's okay. Manish, I'm building a creeper farm. This is I think it's an ENX04 design, but I don't remember. It's based off of the one that Iskall just did recently. Using the snow golems, and I've made it less efficient. Because I wanted it to fit inside this tower because this is going to be our watchtower. We're hopefully ending up at a castle up there. And actually I'll free cam for a sec and show you. So this is the watchtower, and there's going to be a wall, like a big city wall that goes around the entire village of Avalon. So I just made it smaller. It's supposed to be several blocks larger than it is. And I didn't want it that big.
While you're in free cam,
I'm no longer in free cam. What would you like?
I just
What?
I feel like I'm very close with this arch, but I can't work out if that's actually true or not.
Okay. Which side do you want me looking at?
Both of them, to be honest.
Both of them? Okay, so I'm on the one that you're not at the moment. If you want to look at stream.
I've had stream pause for...
Oh, well you can...
Right. I'll unpause the stream.
It is going to be a lot of work, Manish, but this is... I mean, Zara and I are planning on running this world until we're bored of it, which could be a long time.
Yes. Yeah, it feels wonk, and I can't work out why.
Are you okay if I...
But it might be fine.
Let me look.
Please do.
I think it's just the way the foot, like the shorter pillar where it touches the ground just looks quite different on either side, right? Because of the hill being a different height.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all it is.
Okay, so you reckon it's correct?
I do think it's correct. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll try building more more tower on this side then.
These snow golems are watching me so curiously as I entomb them.
I mean, it's not like they really get much to look at in daily life.
No, it's true.
They do live quite harried existence. What's the word? Not harried existence.
No, harried would be if they were like being harassed.
Oh.
Why am I out of? Oh, I'm not.
Turgid?
You just looking upwards?
I didn't look that up. That came from my own brain.
Okay. I think I fixed the creeper farm. No more zombies in it.
Hold on.
Just putting a door over here. Can I start widening the river?
No, I forbid it.
Okay.
Please do. Like, why are you asking?
Because I don't like you were the one who kind of designed the river, right? And so I want to make sure
well, I designed the river with moss. I was just growing moss, and then I dug the moss out, and then that was the river.
Okay.
You don't have an efficiency 5 shovel, do you?
No, it's efficiency 2. I don't want it more efficient.
Have fun with that river then. I ain't helping you.
I don't, I don't want it more efficient because I don't like when things insta-mine and I'm not ready for it.
Okay. It doesn't look like river widening.
Where are you and how dare you critique me? Are you watching stream?
No.
You just watched me go behind and decided that that wasn't the river, and therefore you must say something.
Yes. I'm inclined to be proven right.
Why is my head in the waterfall?
Oh, you finally found that.
This librarian's gonna have to move too.
Oh no, not Wet Feet.
Wet Feet? Is that his name?
His name's Wet Feet. He's the Depth Strider guy.
Oh.
I've got
Yeah, I was gonna.
villagers.
I wanted
to strewn about.
Well,
Mr.
they need.
Affinity down here. Mr.
They
Sharpness up there. Mr. Looting's in this house.
They need houses.
I mean, that guy has a house.
He's kind of in a house. Okay. Widening the river. We're gonna need... I don't have enough cobble.
No.
Where's the spot where we get iron golem flames?
I
Like,
guess you'll have to wait for,
here-ish, yeah.
to find out.
I mean, I don't. I can freak him. Here.
Do you want this tower round?
Hmm?
Or just sort of lump-shaped?
Do we want it round?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
I
this
could make
end?
it round. Yeah.
It should be more squarish, truthfully, because it doesn't. I don't want it to match the other tower. I want it to just be the base for this side of the bridge.
Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't currently make sense. Okay. What do I have? I need useful blocks. These are not useful blocks. Don't you start yawning.
What if I want to?
You're not allowed to be sleepy yet. We've only been streaming for an hour. Okay, back to talking about Canada experiences. You made your tier list of foods.
I did.
Do you think your opinion has stayed the same?
Do you mean have I rethought any of my opinions?
Have you rethought any of your opinions?
I think I would potentially put move the ice cap up to S.
Oh.
I think, well, because remember the first ice cap that I had, it wasn't really the proper texture it was supposed to be. It was frozen.
That's true, yeah. Risky has arrived.
Risky. So yeah, I think that I was so tempted to get another ice cap when I was in the airport.
Why didn't you?
Because I get scared. I get scared of doing things.
You know how to order food.
Yeah.
That's not a difficult thing.
I was at the gate and I was scared of leaving the gate in case something important happened.
That's fair. So you'd move ice cap to S tier.
I would. Otherwise, I don't know. I feel like I'd have to eat the thing again to reform my opinion.
That makes sense. It's difficult to know what you think without actually trying it.
Yes. Oh, okay. You introduced the concept of square towers to me, and you've blown my mind.
What?
It's gonna require some thought from me.
Well, that's good.
This isn't blowing my mind like I didn't know that square towers were a thing. It's blowing my mind in the sense like, oh god, how do I do this?
Well, I'm glad to be giving you a challenge.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Oh, hello, wandering trader.
There's a guy?
There's a guy down here under the bridge. Cornflowers, black dot, green dye.
I wanted to see what he had.
You can now.
Yes. Why were you looking at the flowers instead of the mini blocks, which are significantly more fun?
Because I was wondering what normal trades he had.
Why?
Because I was curious.
All mini ender chests. I want some of them.
Yeah, we should. There's a bunch of stuff he's got that would be worth. He just like barrel rolled in the sky above me.
That's how I do.
Show off.
I wasn't even showing off. That's just how I play the game.
You're just naturally a show off, I see.
I'm just naturally brilliant.
Okay. After stream day, you ended up having opportunity to meet some of my friends. We did some other activities. We ran around at the mall, stuff like that. What do you think of Canadian culture?
Activities.
Well, I mean, we'll get into some of them in detail, but what do you think of Canadian culture as a general thing?
Canadian culture. I think that stereotypically, British people and Canadian people have a reasonable amount in common.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to like comparing to like America
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. Because like the stereotype is everyone's very, polite and nice. I don't think the British stereotype is nice. The British stereotype is just polite. But yeah, all the people that I met were very friendly. I didn't meet anyone that was unsavory, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I did, but they certainly didn't say anything unsavory.
So we hold up to the reputation? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, that's good to know.
I didn't feel out of place. I did when I first got to the airport. Or not when I first. Oh yeah, when I first got to the airport, when I first got to Calgary, and like this was the first time I'd stepped foot in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I felt very nervous to like open my mouth and speak to anyone. Because I felt very self-conscious of just being like this weird British person that's shown up.
Right.
And I was nervous. I was frightened. Eventually, I got over it.
I think that's very funny. So I haven't been to, when I've traveled to other countries, it's never been an English-speaking country. So I'm trying to figure out, like, knowing that it's just the accent that's different. Not, like, my experience before is, like, I went to Ukraine, so the whole language was different. There's... Yeah. There was no hiding that I was a foreigner. Wonder if that boulder... Okay, I need another one to die now. I wonder if that would make it... Just knowing that you're in an English-speaking country and that you have an accent, I wonder if that would make it different.
Yeah, it is different. Like, I've been to, like, various European countries.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you go to France and, everyone's speaking French, so it's like, whatever, I don't have a hope in hell.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's just, I don't think, no one pointed out my accent, while, like, no one acknowledged it, I don't think. Unless you, like, explicitly said that I was visiting from the UK.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there was...
So, yeah,
Sorry.
That wasn't quite my expectation.
Mm-hmm. There was definitely the one day where I had a hair appointment and my hairdresser was so very excited to meet you because she heard that you were from the UK and wanted to hear your accent.
Mm-hmm.
It was very cute.
Yeah, but like as far as saying hello to strangers and just strangers hearing my voice, no one seemed that bothered about it. Which really, there's no reason why they should. It's not. Yeah, I'm not like this weird British freak that's showed up.
No, you're just a normal British person.
I'm just a normal British person. Um, I think the biggest challenge when it came to bringing Britishness over to the UK was the fact that when I was showing people my ID to buy alcohol, no one knew where to find my birthday.
Yeah.
I had to point it out to them, which is weird. I don't normally have to do that.
Yeah, that's fair. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
There was the one time, so because our liquor stores are very separate from our grocery stores, you and I had popped into a liquor store because we wanted to like compare hard cider and that kind of thing, right? And the first place, or the first time we went in, you didn't have your ID with you. Honestly, I didn't expect we'd need it. But it was very funny because they asked for your ID, and then asked if you were my kid.
Yeah.
And then wouldn't let me buy because you didn't have your ID, which was also kind of funny. And then when we went back the next day, they ID'd you and then also ID'd me. Was that the...
Yeah, that's what happened.
That was the time. And I had, like... Guys, I'm 40. I have not been...
41.
I'm 41, technically. I have not been ID'd for a long time. So it was funny. It was very funny to me.
I think what it was that she would have felt rude if she didn't ask you for your ID after having just ID'd me.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's the most likely scenario. Also, why are you lining the river with cobblestone? What are you doing?
I'm making it look a little bit like I'm doing a bad job of it, but I'm going for like a mountain stream, kind of like we saw at Grand Cache.
Right.
When we went to Sulphur Gates.
Yes.
Which, incidentally, we can talk about going to Sulphur Gates. We went to the mountains.
We did. I one of the things that I requested was that I wanted to see mountains, because we do not have mountains. It's not a thing. And I did get to see mountains.
We're relatively we're relatively close to mountains here. It's like a 2-hour road trip, which the whole concept of road trip was a whole thing for you.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, we don't do long drives in the UK, or the perception of what a long drive is much different.
Yeah. It didn't kill you.
In the UK. No, it did not kill me, but it was also only 2 hours, which is not unreasonable, but it's more than I would ordinarily do.
Mm-hmm. This pretty tree might need to move.
Right. Okay.
I quite like where it is, unfortunately.
Well, why do you think it needs to move?
Because the angle, like, if this were flowing like a real river,
that's where we're at.
it wouldn't have quite this wonky of an angle. Like, it would be smoother, I think, or more pronounced curve, maybe, is what I need to do. Okay, I'm just gonna toy with this a little bit and see where it goes.
Okay.
We also did a little bit of shopping at the mall. We tried really hard to find you a cowboy hat.
Yes, well, I mean, technically we did. I just didn't want to buy one because they were expensive.
Well, we didn't... Yeah, the only place we found a cowboy hat that actually looked good on you was at a tack and western wear shop that had like all the fancy name brands, and
yes,
it's all like
which
designer.
Was incredibly expensive, and I'm glad that we didn't.
Yeah.
I saw the prettiest denim jacket there.
Yeah.
That's one of the only things that I was kind of sad that I just couldn't justify spending the money on. Like, I had the money, but it would have been a mistake to blow a quarter of the money that I brought on a pretty denim jacket.
It was a very nice jacket.
It was incredibly nice. I wonder, does Keddies have a... I always forget if it's Ketties or Keddy. If it's Ketties or Keddies, and I can't tell when you say it.
that's because the Canadian accent blends T's and D's. We say Toronto.
Yes.
So we only enunciate the T like at the beginning of a word, usually.
Yes.
It's Keddies with a D. With two
Keddies.
D's. Yeah.
They have a website. I want to see if I can find the
They might.
Just so I can, I don't know. Yearn over it. Is Keddies with a Y?
No,
Keddy.
I-E.
I-E. I-E apostrophe S. Ah! Oh, it's very... It's not a chain.
No.
Right.
It is privately owned. I think I need the river to come this way more. We did eventually get to the rodeo. You ended up borrowing my cowboy hat.
Yes.
And I think it looked
did.
fantastic on you.
I agree. They're quite fun things to wear. Like you can't help but feel a little cowboyish.
Yeah.
While one is on your head. So
Chat, did you guys...
very much
Yeah. Sorry.
appreciated that opportunity.
I was just gonna see if chat has actually seen the picture of you wearing a cowboy hat.
Probably not, I would imagine.
I could probably pull that up. It's in my Discord. If you guys aren't in my Discord, you should be in my Discord. Let me tab out for a sec and pull it up.
This tower's hard. I'm struggling.
I can come help in a bit if you'd like.
What help would you offer?
I don't know. Moral support.
Cool.
Okay. This button. Yeah. There. This is, and I'm wearing the same shirt today. This is us at the rodeo. And that's Zara wearing my cowboy hat.
Yeah. I can't actually see it yet. Yeah. I know it's a cool picture.
It is a good picture. You're way better at taking selfies than I am.
I'm probably more practiced.
That's Good job not turning that into an old joke.
Well, I was close. I was tempted. Why didn't none of my circles work?
The circles that you're making on the square tower?
I mean, I don't want to just make it a square. I'm trying to make it like a bit of a rounded square.
Oh, I see.
But it's not working. It should work. But it's not. I'm not convinced that the picture ever showed on stream.
Really?
Oh, never mind, it did. I just somehow never saw it. Even though I had the stream going.
It wasn't up for super long.
It was up. I just saw it very much be up.
Okay. You had me worried.
No, don't worry about anything. You said you wanted to make the river wider. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm having it kind of like pool here a little bit. And then hit some rocks and have to go narrow, but it means that I need to make more boulder on this side too.
Okay.
And you know what?
It's fine.
You have opinions. Speak your mind.
I was just gonna say, I don't think rivers tend to get wider and then narrow at will.
No, only when it's mountainy. Like, it's quite common. I'm gonna turn this into a proper waterfall eventually. But it's quite common for a waterfall to come down and create like a little pool at the bottom. And so this will be like a little bit of a fishing pool. And then it'll cascade down these rapids and then flow out to the ocean.
Right.
It makes sense. I have mountains near me, you do not.
This ain't a mountain, this is a hill at best.
That's Tsar.
And if I know anything,
Tsar.
it's hills. What?
That's a mountain.
Well, yeah.
Where...
You're not building a river over there.
Oh, good grief. This is like foothills territory.
Foothills?
If this was real life, all of this would be rock anyhow.
Right. And your point?
It makes a lot of sense what I'm doing.
Okay. I made a circle that worked.
Nice. I knew you could do it.
Thanks. Your belief in me means everything.
You say it so insincerely.
I'm very sincere.
No, I think this needs to be this. I'm gonna need normal stone pretty soon because using just cobble is not enough.
I'm inclined to agree. Oh. That'll be okay.
What's that?
there's like a diagonal doorway. I'm actually quite a fan of diagonal doorways.
You are?
Yeah, they work reasonably well. If you just, I mean, I don't know if I don't know. Like, were you thinking like an open top tower here that I'm working on, or like
yep.
a covered tower?
No, mostly open top.
Okay.
Because it's just the foot for the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Was the idea.
But also, I don't quite know where this wall is going, but wherever it goes, it's gonna be quite like we got a big hill here.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna want to build the wall on top of the hill, but this tower comes up to where the hill level is. Okay, I'm fine.
Why do you have leaf block on the bottom?
Because I was using it to mark out my territory.
Oh.
You know what? I'm gonna make it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's
and I'll just make an extra floor.
My thought was that it was mostly just the base for the other half of the tower. It would have stairs, and it would be like. So here, I'll actually come up instead of just free camming, because then we need a better way to get up here. Ow. I hate the taking damage sound. I was thinking like this would just be steps that it like as far as a walkway goes, it would continue kind of the way this bridge is, right?
Where are you? Oh, hi.
I'm here. Yeah.
Where steps?
Right here. Because the wall's going to follow the ridge of the mountain or hillside.
Right. Okay.
I'm picturing like Wall of China kind of deal.
I'm not massively familiar with the Great Wall of China.
Right.
I mean, I know what it is. I don't have an image of it burned into my brain.
I will Google for a second.
Isn't it crazy that people say that you can see the Great Wall of China from space?
You kind of can.
You definitely can't.
I mean, not in much definition. Can you?
It's like the width of a building. You can't see buildings from space.
You don't see it clearly. Okay.
You don't see it at all.
Look on stream.
Oh, I paused it again.
This one shows it well.
Right.
Because it's basically just like you've got these little square towers. Yeah. I don't want it to have the walk through like that.
But the walk through is cool.
It is cool. I mean, we could do a pass through, but it's like, I'm gonna turn off the cat cam for a sec. This having it like little. I'm expanding them on the side. Having the wide walkway with the rail is definitely more the vibe than the little buildings every so and so many kilometers.
Right. But the buildings, I think without the buildings it would look a little bit
Well, it needs to have something, like it needs to have some kind of building thing.
Well, yeah, the building gives it structure.
Yeah. but I don't want all the buildings to be this much. Like, I feel like that's almost a whole house, right? Unless we wanted to put villagers in each.
Maybe, but my argument for having this building be reasonably significant is that the creeper farm is incredibly significant.
Yeah, but it's meant to be our watchtower.
Yeah, but it needs something to balance it out.
If this is the one big tower and there's several smaller towers that ring the village, like, that's what I'm thinking.
Sure.
Okay.
But I think this one tower that I'm working on should be at least somewhat respectable in size.
Okay. I can get behind that. Hello, Skellington.
I've gone sleepy.
Well, we are halfway through. Skellington, come back here. You don't get to hide. Got him. We have kind of a fun announcement to make. We do. It's good things and bad things. It is.
Oh, I remember.
It is. We're not going to be able to stream on our normal schedule for like this almost the whole summer. Which is gonna be sad. Although I am gonna let you guys know that I'm gonna try and do little fun casual stream things just on Discord. So again, if you're not part of my Discord, you should be. Botrix is supposed to be, my stream bot is supposed to be posting my Discord link, and it hasn't been.
Say the word Discord.
No, it's so there's like a little welcome to stream blurb, and then there's a second and it's on a timer. And then there's a second announcement that just says I have a Discord now, and has the link, and that one hasn't been running and I'm not sure why. But I will make sure I'll make sure to post the link to my Discord in the community chat thing. Community section of the channel. Because while we are not streaming over the summer, I'll use Discord for casual stream things still to stay connected. But the reason we are not going to be streaming as usual is because we have a secret recording project that we're working on, and it's not actually that secret because I've been leaving so many hints and clues.
And I could have sworn you already said it, but apparently not.
I don't know. I've told people that they can, like, I think other people have been saying it. And I'm absolutely wearing a huge clue on my outfit today. But yeah, so we've so we have a secret recording project that we're doing over the summer, and it's supposed to take most of the summer to do, which means I don't know when we'll be back to our normal Avalon shenanigans after today. But please do pop into the Discord and keep an eye on notifications, because and that's the thing with my Discord, you have to actually choose which channels you get notifications for, because otherwise it will just stay more silent. So that's kind of the plan.
Hooray!
We need a way to get up here.
Just fly, loser. I'm sorry, you're not a loser.
I appreciate the apology. I need to let the cat out of my office. Hang on.
Cat. gonna start making more towers in the style of how I made the Last Life of Fans towers, because all those towers, I just improvised that, and that base ended up looking amazing.
It did look amazing. I miss that base.
Yeah, that was a good base.
Are we thinking this is enough on this tower for today? Are you getting tired of it?
What, the tower that I'm on?
This tower and bridge stuff.
I mean, what's the alternative?
My house. My poor house.
Okay. We can do your house.
You don't have to work on my house. It's my
We
job.
can do your house.
It's my
I
job.
don't mind.
Oh, we've got lapis over here.
Oh, crazy.
Oh, this is the stuff. When we just did all of that branch mining stuff the day that we started on this bridge, I left my mining box down here.
Oh.
Manta Ray! Hello, Manta Ray.
Hello.
If you have not... Manta Ray, I don't think you've joined my Discord yet, and for some reason Botrix isn't posting my link. But, you may have just missed the announcement that we're not going to be able to stream for most of the summer because of a secret recording project that we're doing. And so instead I'm telling people to make sure that they're in my Discord because I'm going to do casual little Discord streams just in Discord, not on YouTube. Should I get... Maybe I should go and get that link. Actually, maybe I should go check on Botrix. Maybe that's what I'll do.
See if he needs feeding.
see if my chatbot needs feeding. I will see.
I think
Hello.
I've actually given that tower a very lovely shape.
Have you?
It's all one block at one point at this point, but it's got shapes.
I'm gonna go look at my Botrix timer and see what's going on.
Timer. I'm gonna get myself some squash and see if that wakes me up.
Okay. I'm gonna see, so my Botrix timer. Okay. So there's that one. But that's just my welcome. Why can't I get the other one to go? I'm not sure why. I'm gonna just, here's the link. Let's see. There. That's my Discord. I don't know why it's being like that. It was supposed to work. But that's the link to my new Discord. And I'm basically like combining all of my different creative things there. So there's my channel stuff, but also I have creative writing stuff that's in there, and no, they're all checked. Like the Botrix, the fact that the one is working, the welcome one is working, means the other one should too, because they're both in the same command protocol. So I really don't understand what's happening. But that's fine. I've posted the link in I've posted the link in chat now. I've been attacked.
I have squash.
Good. This is gonna start looking better here. Got more stone. Are you supervising me?
No. Just sort of wandering aimlessly, to be honest.
Just wondering. Oh, I wanted to look at your tower. Oh, that does look good. That is a very good shape.
Thank you. It's like little shield shapes.
Yeah, I really like it. It'll be good for putting a banner on.
Yeah. It'll need detailing, but for now it's like...
Yeah.
It's like bare minimum.
Yeah. Okay. Are we tired of this bridge?
Sure.
You don't sound tired of the bridge.
I'm tired generally.
You're just tired in general. How has your sleep schedule been doing since you got back? How jet laggy are you?
To be honest, I don't feel like I was really jet laggy at all, except for the fact that I woke up at like a normal time in the morning. The first 2 mornings that I
like
after getting home.
At a normal time instead of at your normal time? Do you mean?
Yes.
So you woke up
at 9 o'clock in the morning the first morning I got back, and 7 o'clock in the morning the second morning.
Okay. Yeah, that's not normal for you at all.
Nope.
You're a 3 a.m. guy.
I am a 3 a.m. guy. And even, I think the third morning, I like woke up at 1, went back to sleep, and... No, that can't be right. I was gonna say, I think I woke up at 1, stayed up till like 3, then went back to sleep, and woke up at like 9.
Oh, goodness.
So it was weird.
Yeah.
I'm like waking up and my room is bright, and it's strange. It's normally always dark when I wake up.
What is my house needs are? It needs walls.
Walls would be a good start. Weirdly, you've got the roof.
I have a floating roof.
Yes.
Do I have...
Walls would do you well. Do you want my help with it?
Maybe.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe part of it's just because I'm building on stream, but I am not a confident builder. I am sad to say that I'm quite skizzish.
What does that mean?
Skiz is not a good builder.
Oh. That seems rather cruel to just name the entire concept of being a bad builder after one guy.
No, he knows it. He says it himself.
Wow.
Like, this is... In a recent Imp and Skiz podcast, he was talking about how he's, like, actively trying to learn how to be a better Minecrafter in general, right? I don't trust that I can pull any of these out. You may have booby-trapped my house.
Pull any what out?
These dirt blocks, do they have water under them? I guess they're not dripping, so... I'm trying to figure out how to... Because I want to dig into the hill without wrecking what we've got going for the roof.
I can protect your water. Hang on.
And I don't know how to make... Well, I guess part of it is just to continue with the house shape, even though it's wall. But...
Okay, dig away with reckless abandon, and you will not get flooded.
Okay. That's a roof.
In fact, yeah, where you're thinking of digging isn't even like...
No, but I'm noticing that
kind of
this is like... That's a roof edge?
Yeah, along this, if you don't break any blocks that are on the same level as the dark oak...
Okay.
Then it'll be fine.
But what about this dark oak? Like,
That's
don't...
not got... Well, I guess that does have some farm with it.
I don't mind having, like, parts of my ceiling that are lower than others. It's just a matter of knowing where I'm not going to hit sky. Like, I don't want to...
If you hit sky, just place the block back.
What do you mean Minecraft isn't real? It's the same thing as when in Havencraft I'm inside a villager house and there's a creeper outside and I forget that I can just dig my way out the wall. I'm just getting stuck. Manta Ray thinks you should fix your normal bedtime.
It's physically impossible for me to fix my normal bedtime. I have a work that demands I get on shift at 4 in the morning.
At the moment you do.
Job, I mean. At the moment I do. I'm hoping that I won't within the next couple of months. All going well. Can I tell the people about my torturous experience yesterday?
You really can, yep.
So, companies, if none of you have ever tried to get a job before, companies do this awesome thing where they can't be bothered to expend resources. So instead of actually interviewing you, like, you know, every single job offer has been determined, you know, in the last century, they'll just send out a video screening. So instead of interviewing you, they can just get a website to do it. Where basically they just ask you questions and you have to record a response to them, and it's awful! I didn't like it.
You sure had a time. It was brutal.
I did.
But you did really well with it, in my opinion.
Yeah, they literally sent me the email of, hey, we're inviting you to video screening. Oh, thank you. Why, thank you, please. Please. Anyway, they literally sent me the email inviting me to video screening while I was in Canada. And I was like, I'm in Canada. I don't want to do this right now. So I'll just do it when I get home. And, you know, I got back on the Monday. So obviously wasn't going to be doing it then. And on Tuesday, it's like, I'm tired. You know, I have to recover. So I'm not going to do it then. And on Wednesday, I'm like, okay, now I think I can do it. But then you open up the website and it's just bloody terrifying. I don't know why it's so terrifying to have to sit and record yourself just talking about yourself.
Especially for you, who's like, you've done this professional streaming stuff as a thing.
Yeah, that's what I told myself. So I tried to do it on Wednesday. I just sort of sat in front of my computer for an hour trying to psych myself up to press the button, and I never did. It wasn't fun. So I came back on Thursday being like, yeah, let's go, ready and raring to go. And then I psyched myself up to press the button once. I recorded one awful response. Then I sat in front of the website for another hour, and then I closed the website. And then on Friday, I come back and, oh no, my link has expired. So it seems that all is lost. But no, because we can send groveling emails begging at our potential employer's feet for a new link. And I actually got a new link. So then it was like, oh god, now I actually do have to do it. But I did it.
You did it.
I would have looked like an insane person if there was anyone else in my house when I did it. I was literally like marching around my living room, shouting and swearing to myself just about how much I hated doing that. Like, it would not have been appropriate behavior for a job interview.
They were asking some really tough things too.
Really?
Yeah. Like that one about like if you're already busy and your boss asks you to do something more.
I guess I don't really have a perception of what is a hard interview question, what is an easy interview question.
Most easy interview questions are things like, how are you with time management? Or how are your conflict resolution skills? Or what are your strengths and weaknesses? They don't... Hard interview questions ask you to, like, actually apply something. And it's not just, like, generic terms. Whereas this one was rather generic.
Right.
Or rather
Situation.
specific. Yeah, not generic.
I see. Yeah. Well, I realised the reason. Oh yeah, and to also share my embarrassment. So for each question, you got 3 attempts. I kinda, at first, I thought I cheated the system because I thought I could just refresh the page and just get all my attempts back. But that was before I had used up all 3 of my attempts on the first question. And then I used up all 3 of my attempts on the first question. Did terrible responses for the first question. Was like, alright, it's fine, I'll just reset it. And then it turns out, you can't reset it. There was nothing I could do. So, I pretty much just had to submit the least awful of the awful responses.
Which, I mean, it worked.
I mean, not really. Because, like, you know how when you answer a question, you do, like, a confident, yes, that was my answer to my question, and now I'm going to leave you with that to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for listening. But for me, for my 3 responses that I gave, I just sort of trailed off because I realised that I had messed up, and I was like, okay, this is the part where I just restart.
Right.
But if you just keep doing that, you end up with 3 attempts, where you never actually finish any of them. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I just had to submit the least rubbish one.
Do you remember what it was that you'd said in that one? Oh, hey! Botrix worked.
Hooray!
Whatever I did
Exciting.
must have helped.
Yeah, that was the question, which was... I mean, it was the only, like, not really very important question. It was the introduce yourself and give us an interesting fact question.
Mm-hmm.
Which, like, there's definitely worse ones to not have a proper answer for.
Mm-hmm.
I just sort of... I tried to talk about Canada. Going to Canada.
Yay, I contributed.
Yeah, I mean, my first attempt, I tried to just talk about knitting, because... And then I realised, wait, that's incredibly boring. So I talked about going to Canada instead, except I didn't really do a very good job at talking about it, because I thought I could just do another attempt. But couldn't. Oh well.
Oh well.
If I get this apprenticeship, then I'll be able to quit my job at the supermarket, and I won't have to wake up at 4 in the morning.
Hopefully. I mean, you're going for a plumbing apprenticeship.
Yes,
and
that I am.
Some tradespeople, or at least here, start very early. Maybe not 4 o'clock early, but 5 o'clock early. That might be a here thing, but...
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Because, I mean, like, what are they doing? If they're working on someone's house, it's not like you want your plumber showing up at 5 in the morning.
It's usually a new build, not an existing house.
Yeah.
If it's a construction.
That was what my schedule demanded. If I could, like, start work at 5 and finish at, like, midday... Like, if it was, like, an 8-hour shift. That seems quite reasonable. Like, I'd be down for that. Gives you a lot of free time.
It's true. Uh-oh.
What?
I'm in free cam and I'm gonna need a transition block.
Oh.
Okay, I will save that problem for later. But I'm liking the beams that I'm doing. So I'm gonna keep doing that. Beams.
Beams.
So I've made this one spruce. Oh, you're not here. I was showing you. I've made this one spruce instead of dark oak. And I swapped this guy out as well. But when you're outside looking at it,
it's still spruce.
Yes, but there's a weird transition between dark oak and spruce that looks funny because it's the same post, but it's two different kinds of wood.
What if you did this sort of thing again?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking I might need to do.
Also, would it be helpful if I just start placing some blocks for you?
Yes, that would actually be helpful.
Okay. I'll start placing some blocks.
If you happen to have birch, that's what I'm in most need of.
I have plenty of birch.
Okay.
I saw a thing that I want to try.
You saw a thing that you want to try.
I saw a thing I want to try.
You are experimenting on my house?
Yep.
Okay.
Because it was just a weird, yeah, that looks way better.
My new Botrix has, rewards for chatting in stream. So
congratulations.
Yes. Everybody's been leveling up going, at the moment it doesn't do much, but eventually your levels can be used for, I want like fun little chat integrations like, triggering sound effects or stuff like that with commands in chat.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
A bit like redeeming points in Twitch.
Yeah, similar.
Your house is a little bit wonk. Sorry
what,
to say.
what does that mean?
It means the window doesn't quite line up with where the roof is.
And is that the roof's fault?
It's kind of your fault. Sorry.
Oops.
The roof is an odd number because buildings should be made on odd numbers. The base of your house is on an even number. Which just means that everything's a little bit skew-if.
It means that when you built me a roof, you didn't pay attention to how my house was built.
I built a roof the right way to build a roof.
I hired you as a contractor and you didn't pay attention to the existing building.
I built the roof for the house you should want, not the house you have.
Oh well. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That's better. Better level for that. Where's my dark oak?
Oh, good.
There.
You're trying to do fancy things like building in F5 mode when there's really no reason to.
No. Nope. I
Yeah.
don't do... Doing things in F5 mode is not a thing I do.
Do you still have your F5 key bound to F5?
I do, yeah.
Well, that would be why.
I have no use for doing things in F5 mode.
But F5 is very useful to gain a new perspective on life.
I have free cam?
Well,
Wrong door.
in a PvP situation,
Right.
it's very useful.
In a PvP situation, I would not be building.
Well, ever played Sky Battle?
Poorly.
Because you weren't building. Building's very important in Sky Battle. And many PvP situations.
Maybe that was better. It's... This... Oh. No, that works. That kind of works. I think I need to switch those for not stripped. No, it should be fine because I'm gonna be doing a cornery thing.
Cornery thing? Tell me more.
Okay, where have we ended up? Ooh, this rain is driving me crazy. I'm gonna sleep. Meow.
What?
You made your noise just as the cat meowed and I meowed back, so it sounded like you were joining the conversation. But I think yours was a sleepy, stretchy sound.
I wasn't even stretching, I was just sort of making a noise.
Making a sleepy noise.
Yeah, you ever just need to make a noise?
Not often.
Really? I feel like I make very many noises.
You do make many noises. That is a thing that you do. The only time I make random noises, if it's like... If I'm reaching for something and I can't quite get it, I do that kind of a thing. And I do a lot of that. What are you doing? Ow!
That's
That
also
noise.
a noise.
That is a noise that I do, yes. Ouch. Oh, I see what you're talking about with my window being misaligned.
Yeah, it's wonk.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's actually an easy fix. Although it is the roof misaligned, not the window. Do you have birch?
To be fair, I built the roof before the window was there.
Do you have birch? I just put the window in the middle of the wall.
Yeah, but still, I did
Can I-
build the roof before the window was there.
Can I raid your storage?
I threw you birch.
You threw me birch? Is it in my inventory?
Yeah, no,
It is not in my
it's on the
inventory.
floor.
And you did not give me birch.
It's on the floor. I threw it to you. You were there.
I didn't see it.
Well,
You
that
need to
seems
communicate
Like not
such
my
things.
problem.
Communication.
I'm developing my skills in communication.
So we
as
could.
I relayed to my potential future employers yesterday.
Yes. We could this quite easily.
Honestly, actually, it looked pretty good before you put in that last line you did.
But the windows were two different sizes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of
No.
Well,
No.
I've got asymmetrical windows on this side of my house. I know it's not even asymmetrical. It's just one window that's slightly off center. You'll need shutters. Shutters will do wonders.
I will need shutters, yes.
Shutters.
Yeah, I
Why
think I
even
need.
have the letter T?
Hmm?
Why even have the letter T if you're just going to turn it into a D?
Because you can't say Durano. Oh, thanks, Manta Ray. I appreciate that you watched it. I'm the thing with Talos Principle. So I do want to play Talos Principle. And I have lots of people who watch my channel who've already played it and were kind of excited for me to play it. As well. So it's like, it's definitely on my radar as a thing that I want to do, but it is like a 15-hour-ish game. So it's a little bit longer, and the game that I'm most excited about, and probably most people who watch my channel for the puzzle gaming stuff are also really excited about, is the new Riven, which is coming out. It's the re-release of a 1997 game that's been remade for, like in actual proper 3D, because 3D didn't exist back then. And it's a fantastic puzzle game and super atmospheric. And I just finished playing the retro Riven, and I'm wanting to do the comparison. And its release date was just announced as June 25th, and this is why I'm stuck. Because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to play the new Riven. And now that it's going to be starting, I don't want to start the Talos Principle because I'll want to finish that series first before I get to play Riven. But on the other hand, and maybe you guys can help me decide this actually, people in chat. Anzar, you get to have an opinion.
Hooray.
So my options are start Talos Principle. I'm not feeling the Edith Finch one, but it's a good time filler. I could do another episode or two of Edith Finch before I start Riven, and just get it out of the way. I could start Talos Principle and actually finish it. The benefit of which would be that anybody else who's wanting to play Riven and wanting to kind of go through it, oops, whacking my mic, gets to play through first before watching me play through. I'm already familiar with the storyline except for the new puzzles that have been added. So it's not really going to spoil anything if I wait a little bit. And it might be kind of fun to have people who've already played the new one watch me go through it. That's kind of why I'm torn, I think, because I have the two options and they're both good options. And I'm not sure which way I want to go with it. Zara, you were thinking of playing Riven as well.
I was. I mean, I am going to.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a preference on how I tackle it? Like whether how much of it I'm familiar with before? Because I was gonna watch you play, because I like watching you play through these games that I grew up with.
Yeah, I don't think it would make much difference to me, to be honest. Which, I mean, I realise that might be a bit of a weak answer, but...
It's not a weak answer, it just doesn't give me much to go off.
I just think... I mean, is your difficulty based on what you think your viewers will want to watch, or based on what you want to play?
I can't tell if I want... Because I do want to play the Talos Principle, and I do want to play Riven. Manta is right. Edith Finch is a really particular mood. It is... It's not what I was expecting, and because it wasn't what I was expecting, I wasn't ready for it, and I'm not enjoying it the way I want to enjoy it. It's incredibly narrative rather than puzzle-y. And that's kind of thrown me, I think. excuse me.
Don't.
I think maybe now that I know what to expect from it, I can enjoy it, but yeah. This is why I'm stuck. I don't know if that answered your question, actually.
My question was whether you're doing it, whether you're having trouble deciding based on what you think the viewers want or based on what you want.
No, there's a little bit of that, but mostly I don't know what I want.
Well, then flip a coin.
I don't want to do that.
But then, okay.
I want, like, I would like to be able to figure out what I actually want to do with it. It is short. Have you played it, Manta Ray?
I mean, would it be impossible to play both?
Both Talos Principle and Edith Finch?
Oh, I thought it was between Talos Principle
and Riven. So I only have the personal capacity to do one bigger story game at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So it would have to be either Talos Principle or Riven.
Right.
And I can't decide between whether I want to play Talos Principle first and because my favorite thing about playing through these old nostalgic games is that there's other older gamers like me who have also played through all of those things in their childhood, and it's really nice to interact with them on the nostalgia part. And so being able to let them play through it first, and then interact with what their experience of it has been, etc. Like that's a lot of the fun of the Riven series for me, is the nostalgia and the finding people who also knew it from childhood, etc.
Well, isn't it basically just the same game but remade?
Mostly. They have added like whole new puzzles and some new characters that I don't know anything about.
Ew.
So, which is the part where I'm like, I'm not too worried about spoilers, but there's going to be a little bit spoilers wise.
I think it's reasonably likely that you could upload Riven, and then the people that don't want to be spoiled for Riven wouldn't watch it, and then they would come back and watch it.
That's true. I have, Manta Ray, I did see that Edith Finch is only like 2 hours of gameplay, I think. So it is super short, which is why I was thinking of it as a time filler game. But yeah,
I don't think
know.
It was a bit odd to advertise it as a time filler game.
Everybody who watches my puzzle gaming stuff knows that that I'm waiting for Riven. Like that's a known thing. And at the end of the 1997 Riven, which is the one that I just finished, I announced that I'd be playing the Talos Principle until the new Riven came out. But I didn't expect them to announce June 25th as the release date. That's what caught me off guard.
Right.
So, Manta Ray, I wish I had. I cannot play Talos Principle in that short of time. I get about 1 hour a week, if I'm lucky, to play through my puzzle gaming stuff. I just have, my life is too busy. So unfortunately that won't work. If I'm looking to start Talos Principle, I'm going to need a couple months to play through it. And maybe that's maybe the actual difficulty. That's the thing that I haven't communicated clearly, is that the reason it's tough for me is because I do very much have a full-time job and can't just play video games all the time.
Do you feel like you'd be letting people down if you were to play Riven instead of Talos Principle?
No, I feel like if anything, it would be more likely to go the other way around. I'm a little bit tired of Riven because I just played Riven. Right. And I want to give myself a little bit of a break from that. But I'm in that place where I'm tired of Riven, but incredibly excited for Riven, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's my trapdoors. Yeah, if I'm wanting to actually finish a series before starting Riven, then it would have to be Edith Finch. I'm truthfully considering abandoning Edith Finch at this point and just seeing... Oh, I should eat food. Just starting Talos Principle. That's what I'm thinking.
I think you should just do that. I think you're paralyzed by choice.
I had a good plan until Riven was being released earlier than I expected. Oh, you've got a goat horn.
Yeah.
I forgot goat horn. That really helped, actually. Those shutters.
Oh, definitely.
Metroid Dread. I don't know Metroid.
I have also not heard of it.
It's the wrong side. I mean, I thought I knew most of the Metroid games, but I probably only know the older ones.
The one with Samus?
Samus, yeah. That's why I'm conflicted though, Manta Ray. I don't actually know what I want. I really want to play Riven. Like, I'm so incredibly excited for it. I'm just also a little bit tired of Riven. And maybe, like, I expect that'll go away as soon as I start to play, honestly. I don't know. I can't tell. This is why I'm stuck. You guys are such champs trying to help me sort through this, and I'm just being so stubbornly indecisive.
A little bit. My thinking is that you can get to one or the other eventually, either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like you're locked in.
No.
Forever.
No.
No. The one you don't choose is not going away. And if you decide you made the wrong choice, you do an episode 1, then you can just do a different one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like what I'm doing with my house star.
Hooray!
It's starting to look cool.
It does look like it's coming together. Excuse me.
I need this house has been driving me crazy. It'll be nice to actually have it look like something. And then you won't whine about thumbnails. That's That's amazing.
Thank you. I keep getting rubbish ones. I mean, Seek isn't that good, but feels pretty good.
Is that one feel?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
Seek is just the pillagers sound, isn't it?
Yeah, Manta Ray. I get that. I think maybe the difference with Riven and how important it is to me is it was... Oh gosh, there's a whole story here that I have told on camera before, but not to my Minecraft people, I don't think. When I was 16, I had appendicitis and was hospitalized and had a big surgery, and things went wrong in the surgery and it took a lot longer than it was supposed to, and I had to be off my feet and couldn't really do anything for several weeks after I got home as I recovered, and Riven was what I ended up playing. It was over Christmas when I had the surgery, and I had gotten Riven as a Christmas present that year, and so that would have been like 1999, I guess. The game had just come out recently. So it's like a very formative game for me. It's built so much of what I appreciate in gaming. Like that's where my appreciations come from, is from those original puzzle games. So I already know what I'm getting from Riven. I'm already so familiar. Like there's a book series that goes with the Myst franchise. There's like, I am very, very steeped in that lore. And because Riven is just the modernization of the existing game with a couple puzzles added, I'm not worried about being disappointed or having some of that, like, I yearned too hard and built it up in my head kind of experience. I'm not worried about that so much. Although I do understand the concern. I have done that with other games before. But I don't think that's going to be a problem in this case. It's more going to be like, am I going to be able to enjoy it as much as I would otherwise, because I'm a little bit tired of it. I think that's more my worry right now.
Well, no one can answer that question but you.
Yeah. I think, like, talking it out like this, as much as this has been probably infuriating for most of you guys because I'm waffling so much. I think what I'm pulling from this is that I'm really, really excited about Ribbon, and that I do really, really want to play it, even though I just finished the older Ribbon. Like I don't think any of the desire to play has been lost. It just sounds like you're blowing raspberries at me, honestly.
You can imagine that if you wish.
It's very funny. Yeah, so I think I'll do a second Edith Finch episode. And yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Just start second or third Edith Finch and then start Ribbon when it's out. You played Splatoon so much you actually got bored of it. Yeah, that's understandable. I think it's easy to overdo some things that way. I don't have slabs. Why don't I have slabs? Okay, does this look right? Yes. Now I need 2 stairs. My Discord chat bot is going off more frequently than I expected.
Does it just switch to a different message to repeat?
They're each supposed to repeat, but on like with slightly different timing from the other one. Like the Discord message, the welcome and like, oops, let's put it down. The welcome one is supposed, there, ow. The welcome one is supposed to repeat every like 40 minutes or something, or 30 minutes. And I made the Discord one more frequent because it hadn't been repeating at all, but I think I made it too frequent. Yeah. Wish you could fortune through Edith Finch's many plot points. It's a really fascinating game. Like,
what kind of game is it? What's its genre?
I don't think it has a genre. It's nothing I've ever seen before. It's like
Special boy.
It is. It's like you're reading a book. It pops up with text, and you're in first person. You're the main character. You walk through. Actually, let me I'm gonna sleep first. You walk through the world, looking at everything through the character's perspective and hearing her thoughts, and it gives you little like places where you can interact with things, check the mailbox, that kind of thing, right? And then you hear her thoughts about like whatever that thing. It's a modern point and click. I guess that's probably the best way to describe it. It just doesn't, because it's doing is telling a story. There's nothing else to it. And
like a walking simulator? Well, that's not what a walking simulator is.
it's not a walking simulator, but it's like you're, I mean, it could be considered solving a mystery, but you're not really doing much. Like a story game? Yeah. I guess I've never known as story games as a thing. Like, they don't make sense to me. You have... Why did you put an amethyst bud in, or not bud, but like, whatever it's called, cluster, in the middle of my floor?
Because I had one.
Okay. I have several.
It's pretty. Oh,
it is pretty. What's Stanley Parable?
Comparison to Stanley Parable is, it's one of those games that's kind of more of an art piece than a game.
I mean, that sounds like Edith Finch. Yep.
Yeah. Well, the idea is it's very meta, and you're sort of going against what the narrator of the game is like a separate entity to the main character, and you can defy him if you wish.
Oh. See, this one, the main character is the narrator, but she's like discovering things as oops, wrong button. As you wander through, she's like learning really whacked things about her family, and like it's kind of unsettling. Like the part that I just recorded this week, they live in this big old house that had been passed down for generations, and she was in the bedroom of somebody who I think was like an aunt, maybe? Tough to say. From when they were a little child. I don't think it was like her sister or anything. And as you're reading through the kid's journal, you switch narrator voices. Why you're leaving things in my house?
They're trinkets from my travels.
You're giving me presents in the most unusual way. I'm putting them into my storage now. Guardian heads make good lamps, though.
Oh, do they? Didn't know this.
The is it Great Aunt? Thank you, Manta, right? The journal starts talking about this thing that happened the other night, and suddenly she got so hungry and she started to eat everything, and then she turned into a cat and she was eating the bird, and then she turned into a shark, and then she turned into like, it's this whole story of like actually changing into different creatures, and as a result she's terrified of leaving her bedroom because the last thing she turned into is the cephalopod that crawled under her bed. It's like some kind of sea monster. And now she knows that she's under her bed and is going to be very hungry. Like, it's very existential and meta and those things. So, yeah, it is interesting. Like, I can understand its appeal. That's not what I was expecting, I think. So
I'm gonna look at it in Steam.
There's
that's a power I have.
One of them was a snake. One of them, the last one, ended up being some kind of tentacled sea monster.
Updating Steam.
This might be a bad spot. There. Let's do that. And then if we do... I'm trying to learn your shrubbery tricks. Don't think
You
that
just
works.
kind of throw it everywhere.
Yeah, it's looking too measured. And
You keep adding more.
I think this lets mobs climb my wall.
When they couldn't possibly just take the stairs.
I didn't look at the river. Oh, that's not too bad. It needs a little bit of widening. I forgot I was widening the river and I forgot to take a look at it from above.
Rookie error.
Oh, that makes sense. I was wondering why it was such a funny gap in the storyline. She'd been sent to bed without dinner for being rude. That would make sense. Yeah, she woke up in the middle of the night really hungry and she ate like her gerbil food and thought about eating her pet fish and it was just very unusual. Why do I have zombie? I don't want it. Okay. Where are we at, Czar?
I don't know. Where are we? Huh?
Well, we've got like 15 minutes left in the stream.
Oh, I see.
What do we want to... I'm gonna free cam my house. It does look a lot better. I gotta figure out what I want to do with those windows. And how in the world? I think I need to put a door at the top there. Is this, like this gap right here? I think this needs to be a wall. And then the actual door goes here. The way I've got this built.
Or like a porch area, perhaps.
Maybe. You can totally say the theme of the story in Edith Finch. It's been very like the grandmother, great-grandmother, the previous Edith was a very dramatic, artistic person. And you can see like there's stories about like her husband used to be an engineer of some kind. He was building a ride or a slide, maybe. I think it was a slide actually. That was dragon shaped. They were very fantastical and whimsical. And it fell on him and he died. And so she always talks about how her husband was killed by a dragon. It's very cute. There's a lot of that kind of like repetition of whimsy and unexpected and that kind of thing. Inherited tragedy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Sometimes it's just the right moment.
Yeah. Do we want to plant more cherry trees for the last couple of minutes? What are you thinking?
Oh.
Oh, I've got birch I can chop down. Do you have...
All my Steam games are updating. This isn't ideal. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
Do you have cherry saplings?
I do.
Are they on you or are they at your house?
No. I do not just regularly carry around.
I thought
saplings.
I thought they might be in your inventory because you had been planting them earlier.
No.
Where do we want some cherry trees?
Just in good places for trees, really.
This is such a good horn.
Where did you get it from?
You threw it at me.
I didn't mean to do that.
I threw it back before you hit me. Now I have to eat food. No. Well, you have a good It almost works, actually.
I really have an eye for design.
Look at how it overhangs, though. Like, it actually kind of works.
And it directly abuts this cliff that I built. Oh, my beautiful cliff. It is now obscured.
It has been beautified.
It does sort of ruin your view.
It's growing into my house, just about.
I put away my cherry leaves.
I need some bone meal. I did see some of... Oh no, I do have the bone meal. I just didn't see it in my inventory.
Why can't you get into the upstairs of your house from downstairs?
I haven't built the stairs yet.
I don't see a place where stairs can go.
They're gonna be part of where I built in. Like I had to dig into the wall upstairs.
Yeah.
Like I had to dig into the stone.
Oh.
That's where the stairs are gonna come down. And then they'll come out in this part of the stone. Eventually.
Okay.
You want to build stairs? It's every time you identify a thing that bothers you, I'm just gonna ask if you want to do it. Just so you know.
No.
Because until it bothers me, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, that's the me way of doing things.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Huh. I think my brain's shutting down.
Yeah, it sounds like you're shutting down. It sounds like you've been shutting down for a while.
I started talking about video games that I didn't know anything about. Which you have every right to do.
You were making Merblet noises like long ago.
Oh.
You really owe me some chorus flower.
Oh. Do we just not have any of that anymore?
We have none. The whole reason I was growing those two silly chorus trees was to get some chorus flower. And you chopped them down on me.
That's funny.
I mean, yes, but also extremely irritating.
I'll go get more chorus flower.
I kind of like... There was no question of the week today, Manta Ray. We haven't had very many questions submitted. And so instead I was just talking for like the first half of the stream mostly, a little bit into the second half, going through all of the Canada trip things that we did together.
Yes.
So no, I asked Zar lots of questions, but none of them. I like the cherry trees everywhere. I don't know if I want to keep the one in front of my door, even though it's really cute. Actually,
I did it to be funny.
I know, but
irritating.
The way it overhung the path was cute. It might be this one beside the trading hall path that's in the way, but I can't tell. Where have you gone off to?
To the end.
I keep looking around for you because I want your opinion on things.
Oh, well, you sent me off to do...
I didn't mean you had to do it now.
Well, I'm doing it now, since it seems such a big problem.
You'd better be back on time for me to end the stream.
Well, what if I'm not?
That'd be really sad. How do I keep running out of fences? If you could meet any YouTuber, who would it be? Is that because we're not going to be streaming for the summer, maybe let's answer this one now, and then because that way we're not just leaving Manta Ray in anticipation. But I think Zar, why?
It's fine. Don't panic.
You put your stuff in an under chest, right? Okay. Yeah. Death messages in chat are terrifying. Yeah.
Hi.
You put...
Oh, what's this?
Cherry leaves.
I did nothing of the sort.
You did.
What trees do. They grow.
No, this was you. I was coming to put my windows in. Yeah, let's answer this one now because we're not going to be streaming for the summer. We're just going to use the Discord stream stuff instead. So, if you could meet any YouTuber, who would it be? Do you want to answer first or me?
You first.
Me first. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm somewhere between... I have an unreasonable one and a more reasonable one. And I think my unreasonable one would be Etho, because it's not possible. But Etho's very cool. Thank you for the flowers. Etho's very cool. I would absolutely meet Etho if it were a possibility, but it is not a possibility. So my second option, my second choice. Maybe it might have to be Imp and Skiz, actually, because as far as like, and not necessarily as like Minecrafters, but more from their podcast side. Like it's handy that they're Minecrafters, but it's more about like, I really, really enjoy their podcast. I end up If he swears secrecy, I don't see why not. Yeah, I guess if I happen to cross Etho randomly in a grocery store one day, then I guess it would be the same deal.
One guy.
I would, yeah. I can't be the only person. I'm sure there's other people who've met him IRL and like, hey, you're Etho, aren't you?
I bet he lies.
Apparently he doesn't. He was talking about this on the Infant Skiz podcast recently, that like the one time he's been recognized by his voice, he was out with a friend and the friend's kid, or I don't know if it was a friend, it was somebody, an acquaintance. The friend's kid was in the backseat of the car and recognized his voice. And it's like, Dad, this is the guy I watch.
Oh my god.
and the dad's like, wait, what? And so Etho explained it. So apparently it happens, and Etho doesn't lie about who he is. But where he lives, most people are like, okay, so how does YouTube as a living function? Right? So it's like he's not inundated with adoring fans or anything like that where he lives.
I think he wants that.
No. So yeah. If meeting Etho were capable of being a possibility, that would be my choice. Otherwise, Imp and Skiz, because their podcast has actually been pretty influential on me. Whoa! Ow! Well, that was damaging. They've talked a lot about like content creation and the process, especially as Skiz is slowly moving towards full-time as a creator, and I have found that really enlightening to understand the process as I'm slowly getting into things. So, not that I'm wanting, like I don't think I actually want to ever go full-time with my channel as a creator, but I do want to do the best job I can with this as my hobby. So yeah, I think that would be my answer.
Good answer.
What would yours be?
I take a very cynical approach to this question.
Okay.
Because I subscribe to the theory of never meet your heroes.
That's fair.
I don't know. I don't trust it.
Do you feel like you would lose the respect or the charm for them?
I don't think I'd
possibly
lose respect or charm. I think it would just be like, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it, but I very much think that there's people who, in theory, I would like to meet, but in reality, I think I would feel either just, I don't know, odd about it all.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it might be. So when we were planning your trip to come visit me, I was a little bit nervous about having you in my house because like we get along well enough in game, but what if we didn't get along so well in person, right? That was, and I mean, it was entirely unfounded because it turns out we got along marvelously regardless. But that was a consideration for me, and like, yeah, I didn't know how it would work because things are always a little bit different when it's in person.
But then that's a difference of we are actually friends.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I did have that weird like slight celebrityism when I first got to know you.
Got over it.
I did. I did.
I'm not that cool anymore.
I accidentally broke my house.
I can't imagine, like, I can't imagine me ever meeting a content creator and walking away from that interaction being like, yes, I did it. I feel proud of how I presented myself.
Mm.
Like, realistically.
Do you feel like it's more related to you wanting to make a good impression and you're not sure that you can?
I mean, I'd like to. I know realistically I am an awkward person, and if I'm meeting a content creator, that's the only impression they ever get of me. Because it takes me ages to be able to, like, be comfortable with someone.
Mm-hmm.
So, content creators definitely ain't it. Unless, I don't know, it exists on a parasocial level. I don't know, I've never met a content creator. No, I don't think I have. Like, the closest I've been is, like, I've been to shows and stuff. That's it. Like, live shows.
I am not comprehending what you mean by live shows.
Like, I went to, I've been to 2 James Marriott concerts. Do you know who James Marriott is?
Not really. You've tried to tell me about him and laughed at what I said.
I don't remember what you said. That was so funny.
I think I had called him a comedian or something, and you thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't actually know who he is.
He's a streamer, and he is also a musician. Very good musician, whose music very much aligns with my taste in music.
Nice.
Which is why I've been to 2 different concerts.
Yeah, apparently.
And I went to the Tommy in It live show as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was cool. But
that would be fun.
Yeah, that was a reasonable distance, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I was happy with that
mm-hmm.
distance. But yeah, I don't think I would really want to meet a YouTuber.
In an actual...
like those meet and greets
mm-hmm.
at conventions, they just kind of rub me the wrong way.
Mm.
I don't vibe with them. I could never stand in line to just be one of a million people that
mm-hmm.
they say hi, alright to, you know, like, it's manufactured interaction, and I don't really like it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. Okay, we are at noon 04 my time, so
and bedtime my time.
Bedtime your time. Yeah, gonna say again, guys, please be aware that we're not going to be streaming for the summer now. Probably, I can't even put a date on it, because we have a secret recording project. I'm patting the pins that I'm wearing. That we're going to be working on. No, it's a secret, big secret. Nobody will ever guess. Yeah, we've got a recording project that's going to take several weeks and some organizational time and that kind of thing. So do make sure you pop into the Discord and make sure you're getting notifications for things. I'm going to try and do little casual chatty streams just in Discord over the next little while, and they're not going to be scheduled, so it'll just be whenever. Pardon me. What was the other? Star's just having a little dance on the top of the tree. It's fine. You can ignore them. I think that was the only announcement. Oh, and questions of the week. I realized I have not put... if you've got questions of the week and you just want to like leave a giant list, I'm going to create a new channel in the Discord for the Avalon and Havencraft stuff. There's an Avalon Havencraft... Actually, no, just put it in the Avalon and Havencraft channel. There's an Avalon Havencraft channel already. Excuse me, I'm burping a lot right now. Probably because I'm hungry. Yeah. There's an Avalon and Havercraft channel. If you've got any suggestions for question of the week, you can put them in there and just say for question of the week. And then I'll add it to my list. And oh, Twitch, that was the other thing. This was Czar's idea. I'm going to be reopening my Twitch channel. I haven't used it for years and years. I don't think it has anything at all on it right now. But I'm going to be, in the next month-ish, reopening my Twitch channel for my non-PG streams. So if I'm doing... I've actually got a really cool game that I want to take a look at, but I'm terrified to do by myself, so I have to do it with chat. It's a little bit of a psychological thriller. And it's a puzzle game. It's called The Night is Grey, and so that'll probably be the first one that I do in Twitch, but I'm going to keep my YouTube channel for the family-friendly stuff, and my Twitch for my like PG-13, and collaborating with some of the creators that I know who do less family-friendly things. So it's just to keep it a little bit more separated. And I think that's it. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a really lovely rest of your day. And I'm gonna zoom in on Czar. There. And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.